backyards. I'm peeking in garage doors. I'm never stopping, never.
You won't believe what happened to the guy who once ruled the custom car scene on TV. One minute he was everywhere, revving engines, rocking shades, and restoring classics like it was nothing. Then suddenly, nothing. No episodes, no updates, no goodbye, just silence. Fans were left wondering, what happened to the man behind the machines? Before all the fame, cameras, and drama, he was just a kid with greasy hands and a big dream. He didn't go to school for this. He didn't have some fancy mentor or a diploma to hang on the wall. He learned everything the old school way, by trial and error, wrench in hand, elbow deep in metal and wires. While most kids were out riding bikes or glued to their game consoles, he was in the garage, bringing an old motorcycle back to life. That project lit a fire in him, a fire that never went out. But here's the twist. Cars weren't his only passion. He also had a thing for entertainment. He literally grew up around TV. His family ran a local channel, which meant he spent his childhood learning the ropes of production. Lights, sound, cameras. He soaked it all in. And that's when a wild-fanged alter ego was born. Count Cool Rider. Yes, before car builds and custom paint jobs, he was hosting horror movie nights dressed like a vampire, cape and all. Sounds crazy? That's just how he rolled. A mix of rock and roll swagger and genuine passion. That's what made him different. Then came the show that changed everything. When his reality series hit the air in 2012, it wasn't just another car show. It had soul. It was raw, real, and full of heart. Fans didn't just watch for the cars, they watched for him. The way he talked about every vehicle like it had a soul, the way he treated his team like family, and the way he made even a rusty junker feel like a treasure. That's what hooked people. And off-screen, he was building more than just rides. His shop became a Las Vegas landmark, pulling in fans and tourists from all over. He opened a rock bar, launched a tattoo shop, and kept his music career alive, all under the same brand. Celebrities trusted him with their cars because they knew he cared. These weren't just projects, they were personal. But then came the scandals, the kind that don't get solved with a new coat of paint. It started with a couple who handed over $50,000 to get their dream car restored. They claimed the car they got back wasn't even the one they brought in. No TV feature, no finished product, and no refund. Then came an even bigger gut punch. One of his own team members, someone handling finances, was accused of stealing tens of thousands from the business. This wasn't just some clerical error. This was betrayal, personal expenses, luxury items, unpaid bills, all done in secret. And the fallout? Massive. Lawsuits piled up. Reputations took a hit. Even worse, it wasn't just strangers causing problems. It was people he trusted. And while the show kept airing, you could tell something had shifted. The energy wasn't quite the same. Then came the rumors, the kind that get whispered first and shouted later. Rumors of arrest, substance issues, even death. One viral post claimed he had passed away. The truth. It was his father, a well-known gospel musician, who had sadly passed. But the internet twisted the facts, and fans went into full mourning mode before realizing the mistake. Then there was his wife. After she was in a serious car accident, misinformation started spreading like wildfire. Some even said she had died. She hadn't. But it took a long time and a lot of stress to clear things up. Meanwhile, he stayed quiet. That's always been his way. Let the work speak. Let the rumors fade. And maybe that's why his disappearance hit so hard. No dramatic farewell, no big finale. Just silence. Fans noticed he looked different too. Thinner, more tired. People started wondering if something was wrong. Was it cancer? Burnout? The truth seems to be simpler and sadder. Stress. All those years of long hours, constant pressure, running multiple businesses, and living in the public eye, it took its toll. The weight loss? Reportedly from exhaustion, not illness. Still, the worry lingers. Since the last episode aired in 2020, there's been no official return to TV, no spin-off, no reboot. And the network? Quiet. Fans have begged for more, but so far no dice. The man who once dominated the screen now lives mostly behind it. But don't think for a second he's vanished completely. He's still out there, running his businesses, playing music, and yes, building custom cars. His shop is still open. His band still performs. And every once in a while he pops up, looking a little older, a little more reserved, but still very much himself. So, what's next for him? That's anyone's guess. Maybe one day he'll return to the spotlight, maybe not. But whether he does or doesn't, one thing's for sure. He's a legend who did things his own way from the start. If you made it this far, drop a comment and let us know. Would you watch a comeback? Would you welcome him back to your screen? And if you enjoyed this story, go ahead and hit that next video. There's more where this came from.